Hello, everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to share with you the top 10 ways to overcome procrastination. Procrastination is the habit of avoiding urgent tasks despite negative consequences. It can affect your personal, school, or work lives and cause you stress, anxiety, and guilt. But don't worry, there are some effective strategies that can help you beat procrastination and get things done. Let's get started. Number 10, identify the type of procrastinator you are. There are different types of procrastination based on the main perceived issue causing the behavior. For example, you might be a perfectionist who has high standards and fear of not meeting expectations. Or you might be a worrier who fears change and resists risk-taking. Or you might be a defier who makes promises, but has poor follow-through and many excuses. By identifying the type of procrastinator you are, you can understand the reasons behind your behavior and find the right solution for your problem. Number 9, think big and take a broad view of the task. Sometimes we procrastinate because we focus too much on the details and lose sight of the big picture. We get overwhelmed by the complexity and difficulty of the task and feel discouraged to start or continue. To overcome this, try to think big and take a broad view of the task. Ask yourself why you are doing it, what is the purpose and benefit of completing it, and how it fits into your larger goals and values. By doing this, you can increase your motivation and interest in the task and see it as more meaningful and rewarding. Number 8, plan ahead and get rid of catastrophizing. Another reason why we procrastinate is because we tend to catastrophize, which means we imagine the worst possible outcomes of the task or our performance. We think that we will fail, make mistakes, or face criticism or rejection. This makes us anxious and fearful and prevents us from taking action. To overcome this, try to plan ahead and get rid of catastrophizing. Break down the task into smaller and manageable steps and set realistic deadlines for each step. Then, challenge your negative thoughts and replace them with more positive and rational ones. For example, instead of thinking, "I can't do this," think, "I can do this if I try my best, or I can learn from this experience." Number 7, focus on your why. Sometimes we procrastinate because we lack intrinsic motivation for the task. We don't enjoy it, we don't find it interesting, or we don't see how it relates to our personal growth or happiness. To overcome this, try to focus on your why. Remind yourself of the reasons why you chose or have to do the task in the first place. Think about how it aligns with your passions, values, or aspirations. Or, think about how it can help you achieve something important or beneficial for yourself or others. By doing this, you can boost your intrinsic motivation and make the task more appealing and satisfying. Number 6, get out your calendar and be realistic. Sometimes we procrastinate because we have poor time management skills. We underestimate how long it will take us to finish the task or overestimate how much time we have left until the deadline. We also tend to fill our schedules with too many activities or commitments that distract us from our priorities. To overcome this, try to get out your calendar and be realistic. Estimate how much time you need for each step of the task and allocate enough time for it in your daily or weekly schedule. Also, review your other obligations and responsibilities and eliminate or delegate those that are not essential or urgent. Number 5, try to chunk it. Sometimes we procrastinate because we feel intimidated by the size or scope of the task. We think that it is too hard or too boring or too tedious to do in one sitting or in a short period of time. We also tend to delay starting until we have a large block of uninterrupted time available, which rarely happens in our busy lives. To overcome this, try to chunk it. Divide the task into smaller and simpler subtasks that are easier and faster to complete. Then, start with the easiest or most enjoyable subtask first to build momentum and confidence. Or, start with the hardest or most unpleasant subtask first to get it out of the way. You can also use a timer to work on each subtask for a fixed amount of time. For example, 25 minutes, followed by a short break. For example, 5 minutes. This technique is called the Pomodoro method, and it can help you stay focused and productive. Number 4, excuses be gone. Sometimes we procrastinate because we make excuses for not doing the task. We blame external factors such as lack of resources, support, or feedback. Or we blame internal factors such as lack of skills, knowledge, or energy. We also rationalize our behavior by saying that we work better under pressure, that we have more important things to do, or that we will do it later when we feel more ready or inspired. To overcome this, try to excuses be gone. Challenge your excuses and ask yourself if they are valid or not. If they are not, then admit that you are procrastinating and take responsibility for your actions. If they are valid, then find ways to overcome them. For example, if you lack resources, seek help from others or use alternative sources. If you lack skills, learn them or improve them. If you lack energy, take care of your health and well-being. Number 3, get a partner. Sometimes we procrastinate because we feel isolated or unsupported in our task. We think that we have to do it alone and that no one cares about our progress or outcome. We also lack accountability and feedback that can help us stay on track and improve our performance. To overcome this, try to get a partner. Find someone who can help you with the task or who is working on a similar or related task. This can be a friend, a colleague, a mentor, or a coach. Then, communicate with them regularly and share your goals, plans, challenges, and achievements. Ask them for advice, feedback, or encouragement when you need it, or offer them the same when they need it. By doing this, you can create a sense of social support and accountability that can boost your motivation and confidence. Number 2, optimize your environment. Sometimes we procrastinate because we are surrounded by distractions or temptations that lure us away from our task. These can be physical distractions, such as noise, clutter, or people, or they can be digital distractions, such as email, social media, or games. These distractions can make it hard for us to focus and concentrate on our task, and make us waste time and energy on irrelevant or unimportant activities. To overcome this, try to optimize your environment. Choose a quiet, comfortable, and organized place to work on your task. Turn off or mute your phone, computer, or other devices that are not needed for the task. Or use apps or tools that can block or limit your access to distracting websites or apps. You can also reward yourself with some of these distractions after you finish a subtask or a session of work as an incentive. Number 1, just do it. Finally, the most effective way to overcome procrastination is to just do it. Stop thinking too much about the task and start doing it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect mood and start working on it now. Stop making excuses and start taking action. The hardest part is always the beginning. But once you start, you will find that the task is not as bad as you thought it was. You will also feel a sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that will motivate you to keep going. Remember that done is better than perfect, and that progress is better than perfection. So just do it. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something useful from it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this one. Also, let me know in the comments below what are some of the ways that you use to overcome procrastination, or what are some of the tasks that you tend to procrastinate on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.